Welcome to the kids' table. A magical place
I'm gonna throw it.
where dice roll,
That is a natural one.
heroes rise, and villains fall.
And he just cries out, ah!
I'm gonna eat
And he
it.
falls.
And most importantly, where kids are in charge of the story.
We didn't even get a break.
But what will happen as we start our journey together? And who are these people anyway? Find out on this first episode of The Kids' Table.
Our story starts in the town of Crane's Rest. Now, Crane's Rest is a little fishing village on the edge of the Enchanted Sea. It's a part of the Chapanian Kingdom. But most people in Crane's Rest don't really care what goes on in the big cities in the kingdom. They're just comfortable with the ocean, with the boats, fishing, relaxing, doing those sorts of things. Now, today is a big day in the town of Crane's Rest. It's the day of the festival of the sea god, Mori Wardaz.
That's such a weird name.
It's such a weird name, I know. Mori Wardaz is the god of the sea, of the fish, of all of the things that are in the ocean. And the town of Crane's Rest is a particular favorite of Mori Wardaz because of the steeple that is at the top of the town. See, the little fishing village is surrounded by these hills on the coast. And at the top of one of these hills is this tower that goes up like 20 feet into the sky. It's got a square metal base, and it tapers up to a point, and there's a black sphere right at the end of the steeple. And tonight is the festival of Mori Wardaz. So our story starts at the end of the day, as the sun is just starting to kiss the horizon, just starting to sink below the ocean. The sacred hilltop where the steeple is all lit up with torches. And there are tables and there are booths. And one of these tables is selling baked goods. And that's where we find these two. What's your name?
My name is Chloe. My
And who are you
name
playing?
in the game is Serena, and I'm a wizard.
Serena the Wizard. And with you is...
I am Raynell, but I'm Sophia, and I'm a fairy cleric, and I'm Serena's mom, and we run the bakery together.
So you have come up to the sacred hilltop with all sorts of baked goods to sell during the festival. What kinds of things have you baked that you want to sell during the festival?
Fish cake, pies,
Yeah?
muffins,
Okay.
blueberry muffins. Ooh.
So the festival is just starting. There's not a lot of people there yet. You can look around the sacred hilltop and you can see that there are other people selling things. There are games that you are really excited about but can't do anything with because you have to stay with your mom and sell your stuff. And somebody comes up to your booth. He's a tall human. He's got long white hair that's pulled back into a ponytail. He's got fancy green robes. This is the alderman. It's like a fancy word for mayor.
We know him.
You remember him? Piran Trescott. And Alderman Trescott comes up to you and says, Oh, hello, Sophia and Serena. Thank you so much for participating in the festival. Everything that you have looks so good. Was it hard to get it all up the sacred hilltop?
Of course.
I'm sorry to hear that it was hard, but was it okay? Is there anything that you need while you're up here?
Nope.
Well, then I have a question. I'm feeling a bit peckish, a little like I want a little something to eat. Do you have anything here for sale that maybe I could snack on?
Yes.
What would be the best snack for me to snack on?
What do you recommend? Well, I would recommend one of our fish cakes.
Oh, a fish cake. That sounds scrumptious. Can I have Can I have fish cake? How much would that fish cake be, do you think?
$10.
So in this game, we use gold pieces, silver pieces, and copper pieces. Copper pieces are like pennies. Silver pieces are a little bit better, and gold pieces are like the really big stuff.
Yeah.
So do you think that your stuff is like really expensive or like pretty cheap?
Kind of cheap.
Kind of cheap. It's like 3 or 4 copper maybe.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't make it like 1,000 gold pieces.
That would be a really good fish cake if it were 1,000 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he fumbles in his little pouch and he pulls out 3 copper pieces and he says, "Here you go, Serena. Would you take these from me? Okay, can I have the fish cake, please?" Yeah. Oh, so good. Thank you. Okay, I'll hold it and I'm gonna make sure that everybody else is taken care of too. All right. I'll see you two in a little while.
Say thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Serena. And he sort of wanders off. Down at the docks, there are a number of really big boats and really small boats that are sort of moored there right now. Everybody has come in for the festival. And one boat in particular has a little house, a little tiny house on the back of it. It's a houseboat. And inside this houseboat, we find a family of dragonborn. So who are you?
My name is Beckett, but in the game, my name is Six Tails, and my family is named.
Your dad's name is?
Six Hooks.
Yep.
My mom's name is Flowing River, or Flowing Stream.
Flowing Stream.
Flowing Stream, and my little brother's name is Wind Through Trees.
Wind Through Trees. So, Flowing Stream and Wind Through Trees are sitting inside the house part of the houseboat, and Flowing Stream is sort of stroking Wind Through Trees' head, his scales. He doesn't look like he is feeling very well. His sort of coppery scales have gone just a little bit green. And Flowing Wind looks at your dad, Six Hook, and she says, "I really want to go and see the festival, but I don't think that Wind Through Trees can come up right now. He's just looking so sick." And Six Hook says, "Oh, that's too bad. Well, is it okay if Six Tails and I still go up? Just for a minute. Do you still want to go? I mean, if you don't want to go, Six Tails, but you really want to go, right?"
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to leave you here by yourself with a sick kid. And Flowing Stream just sort of smiles and says, No, it's all right, dear. You can take Six Tails up for a little while to the festival. Just come back home early, okay? Is that all right, Six Tails, if you come home early? Six Tails looks at Flowing Stream and says, "Okay, we'll be back. We'll be back really soon. Let's go, Six Tails." And as soon as he leads you off of the boat, he sort of goes, "Oh, I didn't know if she was going to let us go. Are you excited? What are you most excited for?"
To see my friends.
Well, let's get up there. So the town is right there on the sea, and to get up to the sacred hilltop is this winding path that goes up the side of the hill, and torches are set all the way up the side of the hill, so that you can see where to go. And already, like, most of the town is making their way up. And you happen to go right past the inn, where a couple of new people that are staying. And that's where we're going to introduce the two of you. Who are you?
So my name is Alice. In the game, I'm playing Rosalie, who is a halfling magical baker who has a pet duck named Bernard.
And what does Rosalie look like?
Rosalie is very short, kind of more simple clothes. However, she does have a magical purple bag where she keeps all of her magical baking tools, like bowls, whisks, spoons, all those kinds of things.
I love it. And who are you?
I'm Allison, and I'm playing V, who is a Goliath Druid Barbarian.
Dada.
Goliath Druid Barbarian. So, This inn is a little bit small for you. Just I mean, you're not like busting out of it, but it is. Your head is pretty close to the ceiling. This is the Flooded Nest Inn and Tavern, and the owner is this tiny little halfling woman named Betiana. Very old, and she's sort of behind the counter as the two of you are standing there, kind of awkwardly in the lobby, not really sure what to do. She says, "Oh dear, so are you two gonna head up to the festival?"
Yeah, that sounds great. We'd love to.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Are you gonna head out now, or just gonna stand there in the lobby? Are you waiting for something?
I'm ready to go if you are.
Let's go.
Well, that's excellent. Okay. Don't mind me. I'll just be here, polishing the bar. It's all right. If you come back early, just knock on the door and let me know, and I can let you back into your rooms. Right. See you later.
Thank you kindly.
Rosalie, roll an insight check for me.
Is that?
That's a
big
D20.
one?
Yep. And you are gonna add. You're not gonna add anything to it, actually.
So I got a nat 1. However, I'm lucky, so I can get
lucky. You are a lucky halfling. Go for it. Roll again.
17.
17 is much better than that one. First roll of the game, and that one is great.
Natural 1 is the worst. Natural 20 is the best.
That's right. 17's not bad. So 17, you look at Betiana, and she looks. You're a halfling also.
Yeah.
She looks kind of lonely. You haven't seen like a Mr. Trailblazer around. You've just seen her, and as she's like polishing this one spot in the bar, she's looking at the door with longing, like, maybe she's wanting somebody to invite her along.
So I would turn to V and say, she looks a little bit lonely. Is it okay if we invite her to go to the festival with us?
Oh dear, that's terrible. Of course.
So I turn back to her and I say, well, if you'd like to come along and have some friends, we'd love to.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I don't want to put you out. And as she's saying this, she's like putting the rag underneath the bar. She's getting this big ring of keys. Oh no, I don't want to be a bother. That doesn't. I don't. That's just fine. And she's like herding you out the door and locks it behind you with this big ring of keys that she puts into her pouch and says, "Oh well, Six Hooks. How are you?" And at this point, you and your dad are walking by the tavern. Good job. And Six Hooks says, "Oh, Betiana, how are things? Are you going to the festival?" "Oh yes. These two lovely dears. We're going to accompany me up the hillside. Would you like to accompany us as well?" And Six Hooks looks at the two of you and says, "All right, I remember you two from yesterday. Thanks about the business with the wolves. Thanks for watching Six Tails while you were doing that. That was."
I'm 11.
I know you're 11, and you're very good with that bow, but it's good for a young boy like you to have people to look out for. Good, I'm glad that's settled.
It was our pleasure.
Well, would you like to accompany us up? And Betiana is already like halfway up the hillside. She has not waited for you. She is just gone.
She's like stretching because she's been cramped inside the inn. So
Little
now
bit.
she can like be her full size.
Yep. So the four of you make your way up the hillside, sort of the tail end of the procession of all of the people in town, you think. Serena and Sophia, at this point, the hilltop is rocking. Like, there's a lot.
And so our hero's journey begins. At a festival. How quaint.
Would it be okay if I gave it a shot to maybe win the prize for Serena?
Oh, absolutely.
I do have a magic spatula that lets me wave it in the air a little bit, and a cupcake pops out.
But there's something lurking in the shadows over there.
Serena, you hear what you think might be a growl.
Find out what's happening next time on The Kids Table.